can be immediate. It's just hypothetical here, guys. Those pictures. Analyze it. Looking for what files have we lost. Apparently, profile picture are recoverable here. Doesn't make any kind of the date here is acceptable here. One interesting question here. All of those files are older files here. Every files with this has been lost here. So what happened? Those files they have vanished. This computer, right? Snapshot here. Why it's so incredibly important to constantly whatever files do you have backup here. I understand that thing. FGG, JPG. The computer. Recording. What? That what folder is this? What is this WDI's folder? We're learning about the folder here. So I understand about the recovery file here. Okay, this looking for it could be chance of line person adapter charger here. Let's put it here. I don't know what I have uploaded, what I have uploaded not 2014 to the meals users excellent file here. What happened to those file folders here? Lost files, searching, JPG. There's only CPG here in this folder here. Then here is a lots of the more files, AVI files example here. Hanging weight, CS video here. Look at this pixels here, XCS, the RMS, what are this here? Site C here. If it was like it is to exist in this computer here. And what I see here. Look at this here, hit the file. Gout, can you record in this file here? Clean workout fitness in this computer. That's interesting here. Yes, yeah. MCI cafe after 1 year. Oh, they're all different here. VR CP hanging MFT file. Use auto deleted folder here. JPG. Lost file. Clusters. The clusters, a PMP cluster example here. XLS format here. Also DAF IRG fastest here. What I know about this folder. DAF clusters, I don't have any idea certain specific file here. This is a Windows system here scan. Okay, looking for the recover here. I think this program is very good here program. Azure Data, local disk here. Azure C is definitely a PV service system reserved here. A scan. Google time left here. It's very quickly how I search the rest of it. There's no files here. PK service scan here. I think about 300 files found current progress. So if you find those files, it should be shown about after all, yeah. We're just looking for those files okay, so yeah. What we understand about this, what we've seen here, except for the other recovery program here. Doesn't follow the override anything. So you can do nothing in this video. You cannot watch anything. You cannot record me for it. Don't do any action which would be causing this file folder to the further here information, yeah. Files found. This file recovery tool that they override every program can overwriting information, yeah. Okay, see everything here. PK service scan. So where are those video files here? Because any txt file I can see scan in here. The files found if you can cancel here. Nothing. System reserved about this or whatever else here is the shared of copy of drive C, set of copy here. Of drive C scan. That's interesting, a set of copy here. Why is it not deleted here? Size exe file here. Set of copy of this patch preload. There's XML files here. Share of copy dump file. Part discussion and up the screenshot. What do you think about here? Where is it possible to find this information which perhaps have been removed of this computer? I don't know what to say about this situation. This never should have happened ever in first place, but I don't know what the fuck you doing here. Look yourself here, Tanya. I hate this like doesn't forget about it here. This is a case on a file folder here. What disappeared? SWM here, preload, all PCD, patch here, Azure here. That disappeared. Share of copy about here. the given power of these people, this information, this country, this nationality here. Size, the disappointment here because after scan of some particular file folder, pictures, emails, compressed video, all documents example here. With this document here, because on a particular here scan, search options. You're looking for computer, and there's an online help. Check for updates, recovery, no file set, info, preview. Current progress, current time left here. It's take a long time. The current progress. I found 50,000. And the damage here. Processing. Is this an information coming here? Maybe dynamic PDF. What is a program reader blocking here? What kind of unnecessary information catalog here? Small reset file, XCSCM file here. Downloads. So the kind of a particular format here. Travel document for here. SX downloads. Okay, yeah. This is what do I save about here, but you didn't save ever those. If you're looking for everything about here, you have to be particular file folder name. And now you have those file folder names after here. Here is this other thing here. Backup ENF FM. We still support all those things through data here. D8s. Dot. Is this a file folder name here? Kernel here. Documents. Everything on this computer with this kind of processing here. It's gonna be a long time here. Chunks T ink. Roaming. T8 yeah. 66 byte yeah. Resin roaming Microsoft here. I found one file folder here, guys. A text file. It's interesting. So no overwritten clusters here. Last modified. That's interesting about it here. It's so something like this, but is there anything else here about this file folder here? Why is it same thing and ink options scan? A roaming data. Windows present files so that here. IAN key is link here for NN3C. And this whole file doesn't find here. It just when it's in the middle of the nowhere here, cause is it incredible to think about it here that file folder like this, all this information is just vanish around here, just because your brain don't get the information that this answer here, just because your brain doesn't know anything here, cause in front show the consequence of what example actually like this, because there's nothing shown, there's nothing information about this thing, especially because of that reason here, case the information of those things, those file folders, everything else here. We have to ask about it. Well, what now? See, program files. There's a lot of folders. Okay, so no comment. Let's modify it about it here. Oh, what else there is? I take a comment off. Let's modify it here. Okay, size. Okay, looking for comment is off here, guys. What are the accepted here? Let's modify it. Everything processing. You have to be looking for all the information and unknown information. This is actually 0 byte here, guys. This is interesting about it here. Why are these files unknown? This may intricately myself here is because they are just unknown folder here, unrecoverable here. Recovery check it here. Check it here. Pick up here. Is it impossible? 0 file here. Unrecoverable file is 0 size here. What a file are these? This surprised me here. Doesn't support it. 9080 here, okay, so 27. And the user, the 50 or 30 here. There's a lot of information already here today. That's not good news that they create about it here. 3 o'clock here. 4 o'clock here. Looking for it here. Megabytes object data system web. Semicane intermapping system 32. A lot of unnecessary information created about the PCR file recovery. Download. Today 2 o'clock, 12 o'clock. Let's go about the process here today, because it's of the process here. This could be explained a little bit here. 27.11.51. What are those? AU files. Those are very stupid. Look at how much AU files are created about here. Local here. Oh, the city temporary files here. I can't believe how fucking retarded you have to be a recorder here. It's constantly putting a log here file, kilobyte. What kind of things which should never happen here. Application data here. 11 container writing application data here. 27 application implementation user ID Yahoo text implementation. 27, 26, 21 AVP skipper nation file snapshot etc. One happened problem. Register editor here, prefets here. 1120 AV data core. 1150 snapshot user security. AV query 1140 12 here. Let's look at air. That's interesting. Air is one of the file about here. The name about the air file, because you open about this. How about that ink here? Because it's still obvious about here. But only this file, because it says your restore here. Sure. Looking for that literacy backup NP. Checkpoint sonar backup here. 11.10, 11.9. Main DB journal. Skype. Save this file here. Looking for saving here. I'll open up at the air. Just here. It was 11.12 here. And then you restart the computer when? Within this time cache. So those overwrite immediately over the sprite because IV query here. Looking for file name NNN. Here's a quest about burger. First travel, interesting here. Text here. So here is the file about it. What do you open here? And it says red here. It doesn't know what is this thing around 11 and 1. Why is unrecoverable this record here? Recover highlighted here. Part to recover one file here. Recovery checked highlighted here. Okay. Keep off of reposit. Door recovery here. Skip it. Take a look around here. What happened here? Okay, let's take a look around here. That interesting that this might be explained about why those files also exist here because it might be overwrite about those files here. I don't get here. The interesting about it here makes no sense about it. Here's some hard drive here. It's overwriting the latest files around. There's billion files over here, but it seems to be rewriting the latest files really. Is that in case on here? That this first here, the information what you write about that speculation about it here. The insanity that all the space this hard drive has, it write the latest drive here over here, right? Is this a case about it here? Because the files and all possibilities that exist here. User. What is it? Users. X is application data roaming. Microsoft Windows recent and air and GNT case. Yes. Okay, TXT here. What is it? These things, okay, so that we already know about that thing here. That there are some kind of applications that okay, so yeah, completely irrelevant right here. Okay, doesn't matter here. Backup user data here. Users, that the information about the 16 byte here. Okay, so we're looking for the size of byte here. Nothing. There's nothing there. Unknown folder. That's interesting name. Unknown folder. 12 kilobyte here. That's good enough. Okay, so I'm looking for it. Here it is a travel table base there. Fucking shit here. That was the one of those file folder. Okay, so what has been here. Just take it as all file folders here. A list about them here. PKK travel station. NNN. Another one here, file folder. The question is why this last information is here. Here I'm looking for. And there was a lot of information then blue. So do have to really presume that this file was overfitting here with this the Azure system here, because this Azure system some odd reason what's nobody here. The file name was really Azure about it. There's a local Azure, and then you said, oh, let's remove the file folder, rewriting over the same thing here. That It's a kind of a speculation here. Waste stat here. Partial recoverable here, orange here, green. Edit correct here. Here we'll save about the sub file. Save it about the files. Element 30 index config is city air. That's interesting name. Air is one thing here. Session storage here, backup here. Then we're looking for a backup here, nodes, double, and then the bytes about here, extend metadata here. There's a huge moment nothing happens, 77 here. Oh far, metadata written. That's important fact, it was 11 o'clock here, so when this happened here. If you go back 11 o'clock here, you just rename the Azure folder, so out of here, and Jobstone here. Some kind of a file with put the Azure here. Just all the data Azure here file. No matter what data there it is, it doesn't care about this program here. It's just my personal that that's the case about happening here. That's why it is insane here. There's nothing information about that happening here. It just happens because of this program here. And then it's just put everything over ntext and question mark here. It's fully recoverable. Our link is here. Okay, so this file here, the full recoverable here. So why does these files would we just save it the last save the files was all putting off here. This here, there's the files like this here. Interesting, they all have the same question mark here. And it's not a wait for a file unknown em local data here because looking for there could be anything here because we don't know anything about those information. A7p03 looking for the night here, the progress here. It was already sleepy, especially at 1:34, and then something happened, and then nothing happened really. So the 823 text file SC Skype because the text here, and there's a ramen piece statistic here. The morning 8 to 14 here. The computer the 9 o'clock here. There's somebody here got a lot there. Application data here, this is key here. Then 10 o'clock here, external RM mutation. They added the extension of the metadata, some kind of information which says now here. To say the file folder names are here, XML, the file folder local, and save it local here. But always backup and save right there and there. It's supposed to saving, but no. When you take off that thing and you put overriding already here, in case of the right here, in the supposed. If you restart the computer now, it constantly overriding everything here. Apparently, the way how we presume it operates, in case. So we wanted to recover some files, right? But we also lost a hell of a lot of files. We just have to pay because how much files here, in case. Possibilities. NTP. So you constantly can risk about the losing files about it here. You need to put the serrets about it here. When you recognize here, don't do any Audacity because you stop immediate process here. But we have to speculate a lot here about it here immediately because they will be putting the first bit here against the computer. It's immediately putting those files over here. Sorry, immediately place the process when it's putting on here, putting a lot of writing exactly over those writer on here. Even though you have so much more space here. That's the way how this computer is programmed about it here, guys. The software here, I love about it here, guys. Like there is nothing. It's interesting request about it here. Your files like I have no sense about it. Highlighted here. Record check it here. We don't know anything about it here. So how we know that the existing thing header here? Any information unrecoverable creates a time unknown. But there are 0 byte anyway over the clusters. Detect the clusters. There are overwritten clusters here. So that's kind of idea about the overwritten clusters here. Overwritten clusters. Delta files here. Guys. Little files. And it's about that kind of a different thing. Clusters. The million other things you could have done about it here. Though the surprise is putting in for universe, okay, so yeah. And the surprise is only just waste time here. There's nothing positive to come from this thing here. When I'm looking for myself about the WZ, what kind of files? That's not also is completely meaningless right here. Pat, let's move it pat here. Looking for now pat here. Processing files. What are these files? Text file and a pat here. And which this is path C. it Acer. Still wonder where is Acer folder here, okay, so, and here we get T4 Audacity files directly into the main folder here. And here's the path here, okay, so look at this here. You can go lots of the files here. Biz. Okay, extension here. Here we go. This is a kind of file which we don't have no any idea what the name even is here. So we can speculate here. But how many are there here? Okay, so this file here. Not money. As little as the text files, I guess we will speculate here. What it can be. 01. Because there is a literally billions of files, okay, so you have to go every through or not. When we preloaded program was Audacity here. A lot uses metadata information application data here. Microsoft here, because the .backup of those files here. What's the idea about the latest backup of files? Okay, so you're looking for the backup of files. Okay, so what is the latest backup files? LSDWTL muy tuo idea about the US about the also here. Okay, so how easy this backup of files are. Yeah. Temporary files infinity here. So what now? Looking for the backup of what will be here. We know about the last nothing in the last couple of weeks. You can set backup here. With the coin here. So what now? Okay, I have the file here, example here. Process and there's a big lot of extra record example here. Okay, let's run this one here. Match the file. Let's note this will be set in the word note here. I keep continue here. Here's the wood face here. I already recovered of it with the speed inventory here. But how about all the yesterday file? There was so many files that can't be override everything here. I still got a hell of the files are disappeared here. Okay, so look at this file pv3 gr. Read my profile. White teeth synchronization. You're gonna look for here now this local Microsoft here. Is this the same VDMI here? Uploading this information about Pro Tools 87H. That's a very good question about these files, about AVI. MP4. Gio, what do you think? The question about these files, example here, because I have no idea about this AVI file. Hosting tier, there's some more files, I guess, here. It's a very problem about this here. There's a video file format is one file folder here. Other formats are in the localization here. Example, we can look for here geo px lib. I don't know what to say about this thing here. It's so disappointing about it here because what has happened here. Unless I could set it somehow to record something around here. But this one here, no, it already searched about it here. Heal. It should be recognized every file because it's every opening. High nose PC backup. So we program everything about this file. It's difficult to see about the what file local here. There's the Firefox okay, sure, the profile Pisco default here. Catch Pis was SC6 here. It's very difficult to say about the RJs. You have to put everything in the same folder here. That's gonna change one's life. Metal atom here. It's very difficult to say about here. So if your whole file folder is gone, a replacement. Now it's very difficult to say what has been recorded, what has not been. You sell everything here, example here. There are different file folders, what's the important factor here. This quest don't even have a here, el valor que. Example an S here or D. Alphabetical order here. Let's go SCP. And there's a lot of files as S. It cannot be override everything. There's all files still as missing here. Those folder S. There were a different file folder. What it was MP4 maybe here. I don't know. Process it. MP4. Well, documents FR partial last year. Something else whether or not alphabetical order. The path folder is there everything FR. Not everything. Folder to this folder here. AVI base. What a folder here? It's a VMA here. Videos movie audio file here. Videos movie audio here. That's not the format education. What are those? What are this format example here? What are the format here? But what format is this here? Look at this. Here it is. This is a format here. MPG. MPG file here. Okay, so that's a bit of file here. Well, was it this with yesterday? We just was uploading here. Quid fees price MPG. Okay, looking for the fees. Search it. Well, what follow is this? 49249. Okay. 249. 249. Here we go. This file here. Familiar. There's quite a lot of MPG here. If you're looking for it here, okay, so it says this one here. It doesn't work that easy here. Also, let's put in information practical here. 100, okay, so 250 days here. Some files are here, some files are not here. That's interesting. Why are these here? Alarm ASCII, the rapid base here. Quit the ultimate case and to pay. Broken down. The Chinese, can you hear me? There's a hell of a lot of different things called over here. The next one. This is this file folder. MPG. Sync files. Demo is entropy local here. Firefox here. And by automatic aging. It's very good quest about it here. There's so many files. Okay, I cannot really tell very well. If you put everything together, a link in it, better check to here, because think we're fin here. Why are you override YOF? You don't choose MPG. And here we go, SC and SC1. What? No, just overwhelm myself about it here, this thing here. Just overwhelming is the word about it here. SC and SCC. SC3, but no two examples here. Example, there are so many file folders. If you have to put every together in one file folder here, it's easy to see about what file folder are they. Because there are just realistically so many about it here. If we go back about it here, if we stop about this thing here, we stop here, F2, mass. If you just go back to file folder, okay, so where we ever was in previously here, in this backup folder here. Okay, here we see S2 example here, okay, so S2 JPG. There's also MPG here, okay, so it's a possible record. How many files, megabyte are recorded? Okay, so all these files, okay, so file storage here, Outer DVR Synaptic here. We can select certain kind of files here. Example. Example what? MPG, MP4, MPT, MPC. This is a very good question. I just don't even know myself what is this doing here. Oh, whoever did that thing here, because I don't know this. I don't know what to say about this. This is just gonna be incredible long process to understand what has happened here, because just over back up everything about it here as much as possible. Usually 440 gigabyte here, because I get to it. So I will just put everything and put everything off here. Just select everything here, because record highlighted here. Select all. Okay, and select all here. Record highlighted here. Okay, press like this. So there is just quite a lot of files, 100 physical MPG characteristic here. Now I recognize about it here. So we can do some different things here, guys. Here, what are unnecessary here? We're looking for big here. It's difficult to recognize what I have and what I don't have here. It's very difficult here. Understand about it here. What are you gonna do? GPRs here, MPG files. And you have to rename it about everything has to be named about the S1. The question about it here, what to on our record check it highlighted, what's the difference here? The file folder here is always the same file folder here. And now we can do nothing about this program again here. Our recovery closes file folder at 25 minutes to 27 gigabyte is recovered here. So we just recover it about it here. This one of the file folder. What's the name? 249. Okay, so we have 85 big videos of here. I had to rename it. Information about those video files here. Okay, so that's very good question also too here. Look at this backup information will be always saving, but it doesn't matter here. Okay, so right. You back up every day, every moment, every second here, because a process here is a creating system which can be here and back up all the time, the information here. Okay, this kind of a thing, unknown folder. You might ask, what the f is that here? Okay, so it just is something case on here. The VX was standing for videos. Piss me off as a person here. And there's also file folder here. 56 here. There's interesting of they kind of always recognize the same thing. It's a video files also here. What is the previous file? And it apparently could not take a change about it here. Face not choice, nothing is choice here. Food waste here. This was the file folder here. That some interesting about it when this crash about it. It's both take some off and some take in and some take off, and information. It's very close to it about it here. What I can say, this is the unknown folder here. Question about unknown folder, unknown. Looking for data users. It's gonna take a long time here, recovery. So we have to take two folders here right now. What else? What we can do with this machine? What does this can find about the users, Windows, users here, the remote tracing. It's the system to do here. Config VDI, WDI. No, it is display. Unallocated files or folders allocated here. That some reason what I don't understand here. I understand that here, but why is that work like that here? So they never put here. Okay, so I here road file editing here is one thing here. Like everything is some things like I remember for lost about some files. If it's important file, you always back up here because no matter what, that's a rule here. You know that very well. Damn well. There's no question about that thing here. Spend all the time to go for that idea. 260 is a width here. About this one here. PV, having talked with somebody. Language secure as a whole. This is a real SCC phone call. I don't know. So, what do you think here? 6, 7, 8 here. You don't need to record with already recorded here. Looking for. Can I do something else here? Because you consider recheck about the same thing over here. Over here. 249. Well, those our file 578 here. I really might make me mad about that thing here. So computer that you should not open about the lost hidden files recovery here. What do they accept this Audacity file here? It's crash Audacity here, because you should never let Audacity in the first place in case of tooling around here. But of course you did not know that thing here. Don't blame yourself here, that's not the point here, guys, in here. But recognize that this fucking system just sucks around here. This one here. So what now? We're finding something. The lost information. Can this do anything more than that here? What we can see for right now here? There's a reference list of drives here, okay, so index drive here, okay, so what do we mean index drive? That is override all this allocated data is first thing because of the attacking upper index drive here. We're gonna collect information from your disk drive because we take a 2 here. Okay, not thank you here. Properties here. Launch wizard here. Tools, options. Show user languages here. Update. Tools view. Show preview pane. Search file surface scan here. Search files here. Name. Okay, this kind of file. Search. Reset all files. Identify match your criteria here. File size between 100 here. Created here. 2007 today 9. The file which has this name here. Search. It's the kind of available here. File name like exactly like here. Wait.